Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at more petty revenge stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. I was a semi-professional baker when I met my husband. Not because I tried to be, but because every weekend, friends or family would pay me to make cakes, pies, and cookies. My specialties are cheesecakes and cakes with surprises in them. After moving to his hometown, right before our first Christmas here, I had already gotten all the ingredients for a Christmas cake that was all our favorite, and was telling his sisters how excited I was to make this cake, and how the farmer I found had some of the best fruits I'd ever seen. They told me not to bother, and they'd get the store-bought cake. They do this with a lot of things. Only with me though. The bought cake was rock hard and awful. The kids literally made fun of it and asked if we could saw it into bricks to make a bread brick house. Fast forward a few years and my husband bragged about my baking to so many people that my semi-pro kitchen is back to rolling along. We watch my sister-in-law's kids and they bake with me sometimes. We still always get the same store-bought Christmas cake for the family get-together. No one eats it. Yesterday, the family was together for a situation regarding my parents-in-law, so we decided to hash out on the Christmas plans. We're hosting, so I said I would take care of the food and they can bring dessert. The oldest kid kicked up immediately, complaining why we have to get that awful cake every year and why couldn't I make something for dessert too. My husband responded immediately, telling Kiddo that her mum and auntie prefer their cake from the store. Kiddo looked at her mum, then her aunt, and then her mum, back to my husband and said, well, they can't even cook. They shouldn't get to pick what we have to eat. Yes! I love it when kids insult rude adults. But I shut her down and said that they really like that cake and we needed to respect the traditions that make them feel more at home. My true petty revenge is planting the seed of anti-traditionalism in their offspring, but I'm making that kid whatever cake she wants next time we watch her for that wicked burn. Damn! Good on this person. They literally got their petty revenge through the kid. Like, the kid said whatever they wanted to say. Amazing. I love it when kids are honest. Only they're not honest to me. Okay. Alright, moving on. So, I'm on my balcony in an apartment doing a 10-minute craft project, and my downstairs neighbor storms out 2 minutes into some light hammering on my part at 6 p.m. to yell obscenities, threatened to beat my ass, and ended with threatening to call the cops. I yelled back a few times I'd only be a minute, but she was just not reasoning with me. So when I wrapped up, I moved my subwoofer to the floor, adjusted some innocent settings, and played Corpse at a very reasonable volume. Whole floor is vibrating until quiet hours every day until I'm done laughing at my own joke. Tomorrow, I'll be going to the office to turn them in for smoking on their porch and throwing cigarette butts where people, including me, walk their dogs. Poisoning hazard after all, and the smoke gets in my house. Good on them! I freaking hate neighbors like this. Like, it's just a little bit and they can't take it for a little bit. Well, you know what? Get the whole day of it then. This happened when I was 6. I had a cousin who we'll call Nikki, who was 5, and he was staying with us for the weekend. We were going to go watch Frozen, as he had just come out in the theaters. And when I was ready, I could not find my shoes because Nikki decided to hide them. Me and my dad spent 20 minutes tearing up the house, couldn't find them. Nikki then revealed that he put them in the bottom of the laundry hamper to mess with me, and we arrived at the movie late. I wasn't going to let this slide. My cousin was very obsessed with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I mean obsessed. Specifically Donatello. He had a Donatello figure that he was very attached to and would freak out if he didn't know where it was. We had a house rule that we were not allowed to bring any toys into the bathroom, so he left the figure in the living room when he went to go to the bathroom. I instantly had the idea to snatch Donatello and put him in the back of the freezer. When he got back, he obviously started to cry. We, save for me, helped him search for it for 4 hours, and he was going to leave soon. My dad was doing everything in his power to calm him down, while I was grinning on the inside. I then decided that I had my fun and pulled the figurine out of the freezer, and he went home. I got grounded afterwards. To this day, I'm very proud of myself for doing this. Good. I actually love the fact that they showed him too, that they were the one who did it. Mess with me? This is what you get. Literally just warning them in the future. Like, you want to do that again? You better think before you do something. My mom's old friend was being a jerk to our animals, so I punished him when I was 11. When I was 11, my mom had this friend that was really annoying around his 40s, and he had a job interview around where we live, and they were in a high school friend group together. So she just let him stay in our guest room for 4 days while he went to the interviews and all that work stuff. They still talk here and there now on Facebook, but even she finds him annoying. At the time, we had a cat Nancy and our 2 dogs. Our dogs have always been allowed on the couch. They are pretty tiny and we just don't care. But whenever this guy came over, he would try to boss me and my animals around all the time with pushing them off the couch pretty harshly, and even made weird unwanted comments to my mum that she would get upset at. Being 11, I took advantage of his stay with us with torture. He had to wake up at 6 a.m. one morning, so the night before I kept sneaking out of my bedroom window and making his car alarm go off every 20 to 30 minutes for about 3 hours. He thought someone was trying to break into his car, so he spent half the night awake. Then I found out he was allergic to cats, not deathly. And I know this is evil, but I was 11 and didn't think, just a kid being dumb. But he had this stupid bucket hat, so I cut some of my cat Nancy's hair and sprinkled some in his hat and rubbed her all over his pillow in his guest room. The next day he had terrible allergies. His eyes were red and he was all itchy and had to go home 2 days early. And if that wasn't enough, I made a hate page dedicated to Dave with all my friends, where you would find weird pictures of him from Facebook and upload them to an old Instagram account, calling it Escape Dave. I would share the account, but I can't find it anywhere now. This is actually kid doing kid stuff, seriously. I mean, good on them as a kid, but also good on them for knowing that it's bad now to do this to someone with allergies. I mean, good thing he wasn't deathly allergic, so nothing really happened. If you're going to be staying at someone else's house, please respect the space. And please respect the pets. Like, the pets live here. You don't. Dog got revenge on his own. I'm not the one who acted, but I love this story so much I had to share. Many years ago, I was casually dating this guy I'll call Tom. At the time, I had a big black adopted dog that I think was mixed with Great Dane. Tom would come to my house and tell my dog that he didn't like mixed breed dogs. I told him to leave my dog alone, and he always said he was joking and didn't mean it. I wasn't really into this guy, so I didn't think it would last much longer. One day he was over and told my dog he was ugly mixed breed. I told him that was enough. I was about to tell him I wasn't interested in dating him further, but I noticed my dog acting funny. He casually strolled over to his food bowl and inhaled it all. Then he drank his entire water bowl. He went to the backyard and proceeded to run around with zoomies for about 10 minutes. I thought this was strange and so not like his behavior. Tom was sitting at my kitchen table and my dog comes in, walks directly up to him and vomits all his food and water on Tom's lap. It was awesome. I looked at Tom and told him my dog and I have decided it was time for him to leave and not to come back. Best dog ever. Yo, the dog knew Tom was no good. Alright? The dog had a feeling. Seriously, dogs always have feelings. So, yeah, I think the dog just had a feeling that Tom literally has to leave right now. And he literally made Tom leave. Good on the dog. Why do some people think it's okay to like insult someone's pet when they're over their house? Like, you're not being funny. Okay, that's not funny. If that's the kind of joke you have to be funny, like if you have to insult someone or someone's pet to be funny, lame. Boo. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are, and as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.